Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz,
I'm Scott.
and we're keeping you in the loop with the guitar community. It's our new theme song.
I'm gonna isolate that and just send it around. That'll be our new
You need text tone.
Yep.
I'm a piece of shit. You're at work. That's all you hear.
Just don't call me because that's your new ring.
I'm gonna be calling you every day. I'm like, oh, I hope he's talking to someone in Canada.
Remember when I got you to say hot dogs or sandwiches and I made it a ringtone and gave it to everyone in our Patreon?
That's what joining our Patreon will get you guys. Go to patreon.com/the effects loop and you can get a freaking ringtone that has me admitting something that's not true because I said it against my will.
You said it under duress, therefore
I was under duress. Yeah, it's not admissible in a court of law. I just want to point that out.
You had to tell me if you were a cop. That's the rule, right?
Yeah. Random thing. Has anyone else watched the new Law and Order?
There's a new Law and Order?
Yeah, Elliot came back. You know who used to be what's her face's partner in SVU?
No.
Yeah, it's called Law and Order Organized Crime. The theme song sounds like Trent Reznor made it, which I'm kind of cool with. But like the storyline is so crazy. It's like, so spoiler alert, if you want to watch the episode, it's only got 2 episodes out, but spoiler alert, someone kills his wife and now he's like out to get revenge by being an organized crime cop and trying to track him down.
I hope most crime cops are organized. I'd be more concerned if he was a disorganized cop. I'm just saying that.
I mean, it's kind of like an oxymoron.
Then again, most movies are about a disorganized cop. You know, it's like like the guy's an alcoholic, has his issues now, retired from the force. Yeah, that's like whatever that Denzel Washington and Jared Leto thing that came out, like Little Things. Did you see that?
No, was it good?
It was on HBO Max. I don't know if it still is.
I wonder how I'd get access to that.
Same way you've been getting access to that.
Oh, that's good. Good point. All right. Crazy thing happened today though at work. So for those who don't know, I work at a fast food restaurant. I'm a general manager. People come through our drive-through, look at our menu, it has pictures and words and all that cool stuff. Guy comes through today, asks if we sell a sandwich, which has been the same number on the menu for the past, like, I don't know, 20 years. And like,
was it a Whopper? Was he like asking if you still made Whopper?
Well, I was trying not to say what company I work for, just in case I say something that's like too much, but it was breakfast and asked if we had the ham, egg, and cheese croissant. Well, we have sausage, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese, ham, egg, and cheese, or you can do egg and cheese, or you can have it your way. Okay. There's a ton. I've seen people do crazy things with croissants. All right. I mean, they're like, can you put a croissant in a croissant? And I'm like, okay, Leo DiCaprio, this is not Inception, simmer down. But he comes up and he's like, do you have the ham, egg, and cheese croissant? We're like, yeah, the number 4. He's like, oh, okay. And then I shit you not, we have what's called a pre-sell board. It's got bigger pictures before you hit the main board that like show like things we've got. Then he goes, do you have French toast sticks? Which is one of the pictures on there. And I'm like, well, seriously? I'm like, yeah, we've got them. Pulls up, it's a cop. I couldn't stop myself. And all my employees here is, I pray to God he is not a detective. That was like the most unbearable thing I've ever dealt with.
I saw a guy fall off a motorcycle the other day. It was like right after we finished recording.
Are we just gonna like tell things we've seen throughout the week?
I was driving to my cousin's house. Yeah, it was right after I just finished mixing our podcast. Actually, I was in Michigan. I was waiting to turn left on this street over in Grand Rapids, and this one motorcycle comes through, and then I look and I just see a bike sliding, and then some dude just fell off, and I was like, oh no, did someone like steer into him? He like got up immediately, was walking with a limp, and people were there to help him. But I was like, whoa, I've never seen a guy lay down a motorcycle before.
I've laid down a motorcycle before. I was in a pretty rough motorcycle accident.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was I think I was 20 at the time. I was going down a brick road and laid down my bike.
Oh, I can imagine that was pretty rough.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. So the town I grew up in is a historic town. And we have Church Street, and like every year we have Church Street Christmas. Like that's just one of the main streets in our little town. And by little, I mean like I think that the city I grew up in is like 4.9 square miles. And yeah, so like they paved over the road, and then they're like, oh crud, that's historic, but they didn't like remove the brick. They paved over the brick. So then they removed the brick, but whenever they paved it, they raised the manhole covers up.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever they took the brick out, the manhole cover stayed raised in the middle of the road. So I was riding my bike, and like it was probably like 1:00 in the morning, and I hit a manhole cover and laid my bike down. It was horrible.
I always hate when they I don't know if they do that around where you're at, but we have a lot of asphalt, and they do they scrape off like an inch, and then the manhole covers stay, and so it's just like asking to destroy your rims and tires, and you always gotta sit there and avoid them.
Well, we've got I-40 right near my. I mean, like if you look outside my back window or my like porch, if you step on my porch,
to my window.
I'm Melissa Etheridge.
Yeah, that's right.
That was right. I know who that is. I know things. But yeah, I can see I-40 from my backyard, and oh my gosh, it is the worst. I don't know how many times like I've hit potholes on there. T-Dot sucks. I'm just kidding. If you listen to this and work for T-Dot, I appreciate you very much. All right, are we gonna like talk? We have a
dude. You are fully in control of what the discussion's going on.
Okay. Anywho, this episode's brought to you by Electromotive Sound Company. This is their first episode that they're sponsoring. If you want to go check them out, I believe their Instagram and their Reverb page is the best way to see some of the gear they've got. I own plenty of things by them.
Oh, you weren't there the time Ben was on the show.
What the fuck? Ben was on and I wasn't invited?
I mean, you were invited. You just weren't there.
Where was I?
I don't know. Working?
Okay, like 9 times out of 10 though, I'll like tell them I'm going to take a week off and then get someone on, and I really want to talk with the person. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm going to be on the episode.
I think Diaz just gets mad that I only ask people to be on the show on weeks I know there won't be 3 people. Like in advance, I know there's not going to be 3 people. Not like this week where we like just randomly like, hey, you want to record like right now? Sure. And
then Chris, pretty much the way it worked out was this week, Scott and I's schedules, worked out a little bit better than Scott and I's schedule. So we're giving Chris the week off.
It's just a Sunday afternoon and I'm actually free.
Yeah.
But
I'm always free because I was born in the USA, baby. Woo! All right. But yeah, go check out Electromotive Sound Co. We will put some links in the episode description. That's me volunteering Scott to do that. I own their clone. I own their phaser. We have the Bite My Shiny Metal Ass from them. Did Chris get one of those?
Yeah, Chris got one.
Okay.
I have an unreleased travel booster that he designed. Yeah,
I've got the Prince of Tone clone, the 63. Huh?
Oh, he built a kit for you?
Yeah. No, he built the kit on that one for me, but he still like made it for me. But the design, the graphic design was a lot of fun. We worked together on that. So I was like, I want Pelham Blue and then SG knobs.
Pelham Blue is a color I associate with you.
It's one of my favorite colors. I'm really sad that I got rid of the Pelham Blue Firebird, but I never really played that guitar. I didn't groove that well with it.
I know. Now I'm feeling weird if I get a Pelham Blue guitar, which I'm planning on getting a Pelham Blue guitar.
No. Why would you feel weird?
I don't know. Just because it's like more your color than mine, but I don't know. I have guitars in like every finish now.
Right. Like, I've got a guitar and a pedal in it. Like, the only reason why, and honestly, the biggest obsession with that color came from my obsession with Dave Grohl.
Oh, yeah.
With his DG335, which I want to get a copy of.
I'm amazed they haven't done another run of those. Like, he doesn't just like come up with like a special color, do another run of 100 or whatever.
Dude, they need to make that a freaking like.
Well, they have an album coming out this year. Like, it's a prime time to do it. The same way like how St. Vincent had her new model come out we talked about that last week. Correlates with her new album. It's a new sound. It's a new color, yada, yada, yada.
Well, I mean, the thing is that guitar is so wanted. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't they like make it a production? I don't understand.
I really need another Joe Bonamassa and Slash signature. That's really what I need.
Yeah, that's exact. I mean,
but at the same time, they probably sell more than 100 of those a year, so it's worth doing. I don't know. I don't see the numbers.
The thing that gets me is honestly, Foo Fighters is one of.
They're the biggest band out there.
I mean, they are. I mean, they're like one of the perfect definitions of a rock band. I mean, they've had it all. They've had drug overdoses. They've had, breakups. They've replaced a million people. They've done documentaries. They've done God knows how many albums. And I mean, every time an album comes out, they've got it. Like,
I mean, they've only really replaced one member of the band now.
No, they've replaced and the guitar player.
Wasn't it Pat Smear to start, and then he left, and now he's back?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
And that's Chris Shiflett. Right?
No, but there was this guy, I believe his name was Christoph.
Oh yeah, there was that dude. Yeah, sorry.
Right. I mean, and even then, the beginning of the Foo Fighters was just Dave Grohl playing everything. I mean, he made an EP, and a lot of those songs made it just straight to their first album. I'm pretty sure it became just their first album. I mean, you know the story about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dave just went to a studio and started doing. I mean,
I've watched the documentary.
Okay, fine, all right. Back and forth, the Foo Fighters documentary. All right, Scott, what's new with you?
Not a ton.
This is a very ADD episode.
Yeah, well, you're on it.
Oh, true. All right, so not a ton.
Not a ton. I got a metronome for my birthday for my parents and my sister.
I have a metronome.
Yeah, it's cool. I like having the old school style one where it's just kind of back and forth.
Does yours have the different tempos on it, or do you just kinda...
Yeah, it has a bell in it, so it will click and then it'll do a little bell for the one, and you can adjust what the one is on.
Yeah, I do that. I have that as well. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think you can go anywhere into like 6/8 and whatnot too. So it's cool. I made that joke when I got it. I was like, or did I make the joke, or did someone else make the joke? It was like, hey, check this out. Check out this metronome I got in there. I was like, yeah, your family's heard you play.
That's good. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those gifts. Like, you're either excited about it, you're insulted by it. I'm excited by it.
I'm excitedly insulted for you.
All right. And I went to Guitar Center today, and I just bought some speaker cables because I'm going to pull my amps out for like the first time in like a year and profile them.
You haven't profiled them yet?
No.
Oh, quad cortex profile. Have you?
I'm just going to do both. I'm just going to do both at the same time.
Okay. Profile them. See which one sounds the closest.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, actually, I should do something like
that.
You
could do a video on that.
I could do that with like reamping. But I mean, the answer is probably quad cortex sounds better. But
shiitake mushrooms.
No, like that's what the capture tech in the quad cortex is supposed to be more truer, whereas the Kemper has like 90 parameters you need to adjust. So
yeah, I profiled my Excelsior and loved it.
Yeah, so I mean. I should do that. I'll release them in our group once they're built. I'm also going to do a IR. That was the complicated thing I was trying to figure out how to do, is to do an impulse response of
speaker
of that 4x10, because I have the old El Nico speakers, which I haven't really found a good IR of it. And the quad cortex only has like 12-inch speakers for whatever reason in their captures.
Are we gonna take a drink every time you say quad cortex?
I assume so. I mean, we need to update bingo now, don't we?
Oh yeah. Well, all right.
We'll see what gets knocked off. Ukulele. Yeah, maybe that's what we bump off. Anyway, so yeah, I bought some speaker cables and a thing. So I don't know
That's
when
cool.
I don't think it's going to get done today. Now that it's what 5:30 here now, and I'm going to have to create like 110 decibels. But
Yeah. Come to wake up the neighbors.
yeah, eventually. Yeah, so I got to figure out when I'm going to do that. Or I should just bring it into work. We have a studio there. I can just do it there. But anyway, that was the plan for today, and now it's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing new.
Anything new
Nothing
with
new.
you, Diaz?
Not that I know of.
You're about to
Looking
call me
around.
with like, hey Scott, you want to buy like 17 guitar pedals and try to sell them again? Because like I'm still working through the first batch.
No.
Okay.
I don't plan on selling anything for a minute, hopefully. I'll try not to. I might have to give some stuff away. Give it away now. All right. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to gear news. So Keeley Electronics announces, is it Solis?
Yep.
Or so they had a Solis artist edition of the Marty Rotary Fuzz vibe thing.
Which is a great pedal already. And now adding a cool artwork to it. That sold out like instantly.
Yes. Solis Henderson from the Alabama Shakes, right?
I don't think that is who you think that is.
Oh, wait. Whoops. Am I mixing someone up?
Maybe. Now I'm
so.
actually thinking I thought Solis Henderson was a different guitar player, but I could be wrong.
Solis Henderson's an actress.
Googling it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
It actually might
she
be.
played with Lizzo. Oh, she did the Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I'm not wrong here, am I?
I was wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
what's the woman who plays for Alabama Shakes?
Alabama Shakes. Her name is Brittany Howard. That's it. Okay.
Does she have a signature or anything yet? I feel like Gibson should jump all over that.
Yeah.
Because she plays a lot of like vintage Gibsons.
Wow. I am like.
I mean, so does Solis, but actually, Solis has something. She has a signature guitar, or there's something in the works with her. She plays a 3-pickup SG, so like.
I googled Brittany Howard signature guitar, and all I got was Fender Troy Van Leeuwen.
Very different, everything.
Those are like
both great guitar players, but
I can't believe I mixed those two up. All right.
Troy Van Leeuwen's
I mean,
one of my
honestly,
favorite.
I looked at the Instagram post like really fast. So yeah, I suck this week. But anywho, yeah, I don't know. I've always been kind of the Keeley all-in-one pedals are like the dark side and all that. They sound good, but I don't like that like you're kind of stuck with the order. And I don't know. That's cool. The picture has sinusoid. Wasn't Andy supposed to be on an episode?
Yeah, it was last week. Didn't happen, and then he did one with the Gear Slum, and now I'm just like, I'm over the joke. Because we were supposed to talk about Gear Talk, Praise, and Worship, the new one, and we already did, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, Orange launches the acoustic pedal, a preamp stop box, perfect for gigging. You seen this?
I put it on the list.
Well, yeah, but did you like pay attention?
Oh, that? No.
Either. I like the artwork with the knobs, how it works out.
Oh, it's a
That's
gorgeous
really cool.
pedal.
Absolutely. I don't, you know what? The thing is, I've never liked an orange amp that I've heard. I'm really weird about orange amps. I've just played a rock verb sometime and I absolutely hated it.
Their fuzzes are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So there's a notch filter
Right.
to deal with feedback. There's a buffered effects loop. $169. So quite affordable. 3-band EQ. I mean,
I don't. Why do you ever? But at what point did I ever like mix orange amps and acoustic guitar?
yeah,
I've never thought about those.
Do they even make an acoustic amp? Oh, there's also a balanced XLR output.
They probably have made an acoustic amp.
No foot switch.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, would this be good for people who have like the non-preamped acoustic guitar pickup? Maybe that's who they're going after with this, to kind of, plug into your pedal board.
Yeah.
18-volt power supply.
There you go. That's the 18 volt on your pedal board, on your power supply that you don't know what to do with. Get one of these.
Well, it comes with one. So there you go.
You don't need that either, man. Just go home. There's no point.
Oh wait, they did make the Crush Acoustic 30.
Oh, I'm sure it just sounds horrible. I can imagine Zach Wilde playing through it.
It's a trapezoidal wedge shape, so it actually leans back. 1x8-inch speaker. 30 watts. $400.
It probably has an overdrive or like gain spot.
Maybe.
This is like, it's seriously, I imagine Zach Wilde playing through one. Like, do you remember the Zach Wilde EMG video? Him like shredding on acoustic with acoustic EMGs.
No, I do not remember this.
Okay. I could imagine that like being through an Orange. Okay.
Does Zach Wilde play Orange?
I don't think so. He probably plays Marshalls.
Shopping with Google helps.
Sorry, I'm not on my phone.
No,
I'm shopping with Google according to this ad. All right, so $169. Yeah, this is gonna sell great. Hashtag sarcasm.
I mean, it might actually do okay.
I don't think it will.
I don't know, acoustic guitar pedals are becoming a thing.
I understand, but Orange, I don't know.
All right.
I will totally die on that hill.
Why? Because you had to run up it quickly?
Yeah. He hyperventilated.
Oh, so actually that reminds me. So like the icebreaker at church today was, would you rather fight 1,000 1-pound squirrels or 1,000-pound squirrel? And my answer was the 1,000-pound squirrel, because it's morbidly obese and will have a heart attack while it's chasing you.
Yeah, there you go.
So
yeah, it doesn't say how big the squirrel is. Imagine.
I assumed it's a normal squirrel that grew to 1,000 pounds, which means it's just a blob of fat.
Yeah. No, it's literally dead.
No,
it doesn't say it's alive.
Those bones are not meant. Yeah.
For that type of weight. Yeah. I don't think so. Try a diet, bud. Come on. Lay off the nuts. All right. Speaking of laying off the nuts. This next thing, Hungry Robot announces the deluxe version of its Wardenclyffe lo-fi modulator.
Yeah, have you seen one of the originals of these? Because they are sick. So.
I always wanted the one that had the joysticks, or the joystick.
That's not Hungry Robot, is it?
Yeah, the Wash, I think is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Do you still make that? The Wash doesn't have a joystick on it, buddy.
It might be the V1. There was one of them. He has a pedal that has a joystick. This Hungry Robot joystick.
I had the Monastery for a while. That was my first Octaver.
The Carmen line is what it's called. It was a joystick delay.
Oh, cool.
Does he still make it?
Noisy. Yeah, it's still on his website.
Yeah, $260.
There you go.
Oh, I still want it so bad.
Going back to the Wardenclyffe.
Sorry, Wardenclyffe. I mean, have you watched videos on it?
I haven't seen the new version.
Okay. So, what is it? Like, it just.
So it has an ambient pad kind of thing on top of a lo-fi modulator. So it does the whole like detune, bit crusher
droney thing.
It has a pad to do droney stuff. I think that's one of the new features now. Also has a clock on it, so you can mess with the DSP. That's one of the newer things. So like it gets muddier the more you mess with the clock.
Yeah. Oh, this looks like a good knob turner.
Oh yeah, like talk about a pedal that needs the Chase Bliss treatment.
How much is this?
It's coming in at $279.10. Kind of an odd
Yeah,
price.
He puts 10 cents at the end of his prices.
Just to be fun.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I forgot his name. The guy who does Hungry Robot. There's a picture of me and him hanging out at NAMM. We actually met up with him at Starbucks before. I think Chris was there. Yeah, Chris and I met up at Starbucks before we went to Chick-fil-A and met up with Daniel Shields for our like first summer NAMM.
Oh, cool.
And we met that guy. I wish I could remember his name. Is it Seth? But we met him there and we talked to him, and he's a really cool guy, really nice. He's got a great mind for pedals.
I mean, everything he's done's been awesome. It's been unique. It's got a cool aesthetic to everything. Like this, they are one of those pedals that like every time they come out with something new, I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't owned one yet, which really kind of stinks. But
oh, you definitely should. I mean,
yeah,
there's so many good options.
It's making me mad that I can't remember his name. I swear it's Seth.
And they're not out of control expensive either. They're actually like quite competitively. He's actually moving shops right now, if I remember right. Wasn't he featuring that on his Instagram?
I don't know. I haven't seen his Instagram in a while. But I know that he had moved shops before. Let's see, Hungry Robot. Yeah, new shop. Wow. Wonder if he's expanding. That'd be pretty cool.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Good brand.
Yeah.
Anyway, so check out the new version of the Wardenclyffe Lo-Fi modulator.
Definitely go to hungryrobot.com and get you some.
Yeah, they're sold out right now, but I'm sure there'll be more in the future here.
Yeah, that's insane. All right, cool. All right, let's go to the next thing on the list. Heritage Custom Shop. Ooh, I like Heritage. Launches the Core Collection H150 Artisan Aged.
So they're relicking their Les Pauls now.
Okay.
That's really all I got.
Okay.
I mean, they're coming in at like $4,300. So that is an expensive guitar, but less than a Gibson, whatever the Murphy Lab, whatever things are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still kind of. I have really high hopes for the whole Heritage plus Harmony and what's the other brand under BandLab there? There's another guitar brand that they have under
what was it? Harmony? What else?
It's Harmony, Heritage, and who else?
Please start with an H.
Is it Supro?
Reverend?
No.
Supro? Supro. Might be Supro.
Well, no, Supro was owned by Pegtronics. I don't know if they still, the same people that own Pegtronics, I don't know if they still are.
I don't know.
It's killing me. Because they did the Harmony Silhouette and the Harmony Rocket.
Rocket! Yeah. All right. Anywho.
Anyway.
It's $4,300 Les Paul.
Yep. Aged.
And let's go to the next thing because that was not exciting. All right, so this actually is kind of exciting. Fender's Mustang Micro is a pocket-sized guitar amp with effects, amp sims, and more. So
we've talked about this before, but it seems like they're doing the demo rounds right now with this thing.
Yeah,
and
didn't 60 Cycle Hum get one?
Yeah, that's one of the very recent demos that just came out. It's tiny. And it fits right in a Strat pocket really nicely, which is actually pretty sweet.
And Telly as well.
Yeah.
Like that was the cool thing. They showed a picture of a Telly. Like would
you rather have these or like the Waza headphones?
The Waza headphones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I mean, that's what it's competing against, right?
I would say so. How much is this?
$100.
No, ooh, no, this is definitely cutting lower than that.
Yeah, the Waza headphones are like $200.
300, I think.
Okay, yeah. 13 effects presets, reverb delay. You can
Oh,
dial in.
$420
Whoa,
for Boss Waza Air.
wow. That's a Waza Air, not a. Isn't that the wireless amp? Not the.
No, that's that's just the Boss Air. The Waza Air is a wireless headphones.
Uh,
Or that's the Katana Air.
clean it up, boss. Clean it up.
Yeah, the Air Katana Air is the amp. The Waza Air is the headphones.
What it needs to be is the Air is the cheap one. Then there's a normal one just called the Waza, and then they have the Waza Pro.
Oh my gosh, they don't need any more SKUs. No. All right. Yeah, I need to watch the demos on it. I am definitely in one of those people that has a preconceived notion about it because it is a Mustang.
I mean, I think a lot of us all have this preconceived notion that there was the Ryan Burke review of the little Mustang that wasn't very good for him.
Or the Mustangs that I've played Mustangs before, like the old V1 Mustangs, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
They sucked.
Yeah, but the V3s have been a pretty positive vibe.
I don't know. Like the Mustangs are great for kids who need an all built-in one and need it cheap.
I mean, yeah,
honestly,
it's going against the Katana. I mean, those are the neck and neck.
I mean, but they're still
Since
cheaper.
crate's
Fender
not a
Mustang is
thing
like
anymore.
the Fender Mustang is like something you buy at a pawn shop and you pay too much for because you're stupid and don't know any better. Yes.
All right, so I went to Guitar Center today, and basically the only amps on the floor that were new were Line 6 Spiders or whatever they're calling them now. The
Line 6
Mustangs and the Boss Katanas. That was basically what was on the floor. That wasn't in the used or like in the pro room.
Yeah, because everyone's got their stimmy monies and all these guys are like, oh, no, I can finally buy the Marshall half stack that I've always wanted.
No, I legitimately think it's more beginner guitar players are buying things like the Mustangs, the Katanas now, and the Line 6 stuff, which is more than good enough. And then you get a few pedals and you sell it all, and then you go buy a Helix. I think that's kind of the progression now. Or a Pod Go. Like a Pod Go is a great option now.
I so want the Pod Go wireless.
Cool Duke just got one.
Yeah. So I went and saw a band the other weekend. First time I went out in a very long time. I think it's probably like the first time.
That's right. COVID doesn't exist in Tennessee.
Well, yeah.
Or at least COVID restrictions don't.
It was not like super packed place. Everything was pretty well spread out. It wasn't jam packed. But yeah, I went out first time, probably like a first time to a bar since COVID for sure. And saw this guy play, and it was so funny because I was there with my old drummer, and I was like, I was watching the lead guitar player. The lead guitar player was like, you could tell he was all about Pearl Jam and definitely Mike McCready. Mm-hmm. And he had the long hair and like he was playing the Strat through a Marshall half stack and everything. And I was like, yeah, this dude. So
okay, this isn't on our rigged rundown here, but isn't there a Mike McCready Fender in the works?
Are you fucking serious?
I think so.
Oh, I want that because Pearl Jam, yes. Sorry, I love Mike McCready. And Stone Gossard's pretty awesome too, but he's a Les Paul guy. Anywho, yeah. So I was able to like name two of his pedals from the other side of the bar, and I made and then I was like, yeah. So the rhythm guitar player sounds like he's playing direct. I said he probably has like a Pod Go. And then I went to the bathroom and I looked. And I was like, I went to my drummer friend. I was like, I called it. I could tell it. So the guitar player had a Bonsai.
Good
and
option.
yeah, no, great option. I mean, Tube Screamer into a Marshall. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, they both sounded great. And then what was something? He played something else. There was another pedal that I called. I think it was a Box of Rock. No, it wasn't Box of Rock. It was something else. Whatever. But I was right, and that's all that matters. What were we talking about?
Pod Goes.
Yeah, guy sounded great. I like at that point I was like, oh, I totally want one of those. All right, end of story. So Fender Mustang micro headphone guitar amp. Neat.
I think it's cool. I think a lot of beginner guitar players would really benefit from something like this, especially teenagers who are pissing off their parents.
Yeah.
I guess the other question here, and you can record out via USB on it, which is sweet.
Okay,
you can stream from phones into it.
What?
Via Bluetooth.
Oh,
It
does it
lets
have a
you
Bluetooth
send
app?
audio via Bluetooth to wireless speakers if you want to, but I imagine the latency on that's going to feel rough.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Um,
You know what? Actually, it's just a delay. That's all it is. It's it's an analog delay in the most true sense of it. Well, I guess that'd be a digital delay because it's wireless, but it's digital. It's the most digitally analog delay you can find. Take that, Chase Bliss.
Anyway, for $100, I think this is actually a really cool option. It's the other fun one.
Yeah.
Where I could see me buying one is if I go out back on the road again with work.
On the road again.
On the road again. I could see myself getting my Squire back for my buddy and just like taking the neck off and just throwing it in my suitcase like that.
Why don't you get the foldable guitars?
Because if I'm going to spend $2,000 on a guitar, I'm going to go get another PRS.
I don't want to be able to fold it. If I spend $2,000 on a guitar, I don't want to fold it.
I wonder how how quick strings go dead from like the fold, unfold, fold, unfold. I really wonder about that. Oh, CRE guitars, by the way. That's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, the one that like made our Instagram blow up. Because I was one of the I luckily was one of the first people to put it up, and I did that boomerang of it.
Yeah, remember when I was like, dude, you gotta put this on Instagram, and I dragged you over there?
I don't think that's what happened.
That is exactly what happened.
I'm pretty sure you were talking to the Klops guy, and I was like,
I have never talked to the Klops guy nor
seen
him.
I was like, look at Scott over there. Look at it, stupid stuff. Check this out, and I did it. That's what happened.
No, I went and grabbed you and said, dude, you should do a boomerang of this.
All right. Well, as
cracking it over your knees. I set all this up. As with most interactions with companies that are legitimate.
Oh, so you're saying any company I interact with is not a legitimate company? Because I interacted with them pretty much.
I'm just saying, a broken clock is right twice a day. But
all right. So, here's our topic for this week. Someone fucking emailed us. That never happens. It was the middle of the night too. Like I woke up. Let's see. It was 2:18 in the morning, and like
it's Eastern time too. Like,
yeah.
Chris is probably still awake, by the way, at that point.
Yeah, well, it's early for me, but one of our listeners, our only listener,
we have dozens of listeners. First off,
Jeremy sent us an email at 2:18 in the morning that says, "An LTD M17 7-string with some hefty custom work. Check out this item on OfferUp," and there's a link. And then at 2:32 in the morning, he sends an email saying, "Yes, I realized about 3 seconds after I hit send that I was sending this to the effects loop, which does not do listing reviews, instead of Cycle Hum, which does. So please feel free to disregard and or mock. But I do enjoy your show, so thanks." Well, we're gonna mock you. No, actually, I thought it was hilarious because we got confused with 60 Cycle Hum for 14 minutes. That makes me feel good. I guess. So I guess I'm Ryan and you're Steve.
Maybe.
Chris is producer Gary. Man, that's a throwback for another podcast. All right, but anywho, we're going to talk about this guitar actually. So, if Scott puts the link in the episode description, hopefully he does, because this is absolutely fantastic. A guy in Fontana, California, listed an LTD M17 7-string electric guitar for $150. This thing is heavily modded in the sense of the body looks like the iceberg after the Titanic hit it.
Yeah, someone's practicing their whittling.
It looks like, you remember when like people would carve soap?
No.
Yeah. Really?
There's a lot more knives in Tennessee and Florida than there are in like suburban Illinois.
Okay, yeah, because literally at work today, someone was like, "Hey, have you seen my pocket knife?" I'm like, "No, I've only got mine," and I held mine up. So yeah, I guess that is a Tennessee thing.
Yeah, like
or just a southern thing.
Of my friends, I think I'm the only one that actually like somewhat regularly carries a knife, and that's because it's in my work bag, and that comes back from when like I was doing the AV stuff, and you just always it was handy to have a pliers and a screwdriver on you, so I always carried a Leatherman.
Well, I've got a little buck knife, that a little pocket knife that I carry. I've got a larger one too.
Isn't a buck knife just by definition a knife big enough to kill a deer?
No, buck knife is a brand.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a brand called Buck.
neat.
Okay.
Anyway, so 7-string guitar for $150 on OfferUp. Is this a buy or a buy?
Let's see. Yeah, buy it. I'd buy it.
You think the parts on it alone are worth up to $150? Like if those are like if it was like legitimate pickups in that or whatnot, it could be worth retiring that guitar. Is that bolt on neck?
I don't know.
This is a great topic you brought me here, Diaz.
Sorry. Well,
I'm pretty like we stretched out this whole intro way further on just talking about complete nonsense. Once we're actually supposed to target topic about something, you're clearly in your phone right now.
I was looking at
porn.
Oh,
you were looking at porn.
No, I was not looking at porn. I would never do that on the air while we were recording. Maybe the pre-ep. Is that the new pre-ep?
It's happened during the pre-ep.
What? You watched porn during the pre-ep?
No, you had like a tab still open.
No, I didn't.
You were like, "Oh, now go close that." Chris, back me up on this.
Chris isn't here. What are you talking about? Now I'm just offended. Why would I worry if a tab was up? We don't screen share.
No, you just made a comment about it. You're like, "Oops."
I'm pretty sure I was joking then.
Well, I can't see your screens, and I thought you were looking at porn during our episode.
What? No. Wow, what do you think of me? Like, what?
Okay. We've already established very little.
Okay, that's true. All right. Well, that was a great topic. I feel like people should email us more often because it like really made me happy. Do it for our mental health, please. Just one email could save a podcaster's life.
Well, especially after I like unsubscribed us from all that junk mail and like cleaned up our inbox that one week.
Oh yeah, whatever. I like the junk mail.
Do you still have your Reverb account tied to our Gmail account?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't pay attention to anything. Yeah, there. I did it on air. I don't even care. I had Mountain Dew. I kept calling it LaCroix, so I felt cool. But it's like Mountain Dew is like the.
Is that
LaCroix
why you turned off
Tennessee.
your camera as soon as you went and grabbed it?
Yeah. Well, that I'm not wearing any pants, so. Okay. I try to wear pants as little as possible when we record. It's more freeing.
You need your legs to breathe so you can think more clearly.
Yeah.
Now what are you listening to?
For just $1 a day, you could save a podcast host. All right. Before we get before we get taken down, so the 3 people can listen to us on YouTube.
Chris, please come back. Please come back, Chris.
All right. See you guys. Bye. No, well, thanks for listening. This episode is brought to you by Electromotive Sound Co. Go check them out. Awesome pedals. Great prices too, like just ridiculously low prices. They're slashing prices everywhere.
Ben, when you hear this episode, then you're going to answer my next question of, do you still actually want to sponsor this episode after hearing this?
He's gonna be like, hey, if you guys could like just cut that part out, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, this episode's had everything. Sarah McLachlan.
Had Melissa
dog
Etheridge
whining?
earlier.
We had some Melissa Etheridge. Yeah.
Has a dog barked yet?
No, Kylo, what you doing? Oh, he is laying like an idiot. Like legit. Like what is he doing? Kyla, what are you doing? I just bought a bed for him. And he's laying with his face against the wall.
My forehead is on the microphone right now in shame. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Anywho, thanks for joining us, guys. You can go to theeffectsloop.com. It has all of the links for our Facebook group, Instagram, YouTube, our email, and our Patreon account thing. Go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop. Give us money. You can email us at theeffectsloop@gmail.com. It makes me really happy. I like waking up to emails from you guys.
Send all your abusive Diaz hate, Tom Kelly.
Oh, damn it.
He knows now.
No.
He knows how to reach you. He knows you're
list.
contractually obligated to put him on air now too.
Make a list in the group chat and I'll read it. It's the only way to get a hold of me. I love how I never check anything, and then one day, like the group chat, like I jump in like in and out of, but usually like they're talking more when I'm at work, and whenever I get home, everyone shuts up. It's probably because I'm able to talk to them, and they're like, "Shh, we don't want to talk to him." But one day they're making a list
during work hours. We're on computers and can talk to each other, and then we have other things we do.
Personal lives,
maybe,
and enjoy things.
I can't speak for anybody else, but possibly.
Okay.
Hey, have we talked about how poorly strung this LTD is? Where like the low E string, or this would be a low B string, is like kinked crazily at the nut because they wrapped the string the wrong direction around the tuning peg, and like that's going to like destroy that nut.
I love how I ended the episode and you went right back into the topic.
Sorry. It's available for pickup in Fontana, California, which is 1,702 miles away from me.
Make the trip. It's worth it. You'll never find another guitar like this.
One that looks like a demented United States that's melting.
It looks like someone like carved soap. Like that's the best way I can just describe it.
I mean, the fact that it's white, yeah.
Whoa.
Soap is usually white.
Oh, yeah. I bet it is. On that note, I'm leaving this episode.
I use a blue soap. I'm not racist.
Okay. Sure you do. Yeah, I knew a blue soap too once. Had him at a party. All right, guys.
Actually, speaking of racist things, Scott said.
Oh my gosh! All right, is this how we want to end the episode?
So we're logging on earlier. And Diaz is like, because the way I record the episode, I have to have Pro Tools open in order to hear Diaz through this thing. So all I see is him, and I'm like, Diaz, I can't hear you yet, so don't bother talking. And so he just kept talking and being really expressive. And I was like, the way you're talking with your hands, I imagine you're speaking Spanish right now.
By the way, Italians speak with their hands.
Whoa.
I said it. I stand by it.
Not all Italians, bro.
What, you don't know a lot of Italians?
I have plenty of friends of Italian heritage.
And do they like to talk with their hands when they speak Italian?
They don't speak Italian to me.
Okay. Well, ask them if it's true.
Now all I'm thinking of is that Family Guy episode where Peter grows a mustache. He's like, I can speak Italian now.
Gabadigoo. That's my favorite, is The Office.
Boppity boopy.
I want the gabadigoo. And ketchup on the side. If it's not on the side, I send it back. Okay, guys, we will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
In the damn episode.
strong. We have to just keep pushing along.
negativity always drawn out. Picture every visualized love. Energized lives together. We undefeated. A plan to make weathers, no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in a community that remains happy. Ever after, the world should be one. Hate annihilated, every heart is one. Love again. So